Hello and welcome back to the Duqueine Race Day event. We're looking at stage 3 today, and we're starting off with having to do finish each lap in under 1 minute 45. So the timer hasn't started for our lap. The lap hasn't started, so we're going to go back a bit. This is just to buy us space. You don't want to be the other cars getting in your way. That's as simple as that. This is going to be about, hitting your braking markers, taking the right lines through the corners. You don't want to be overtaking. You'll be losing precious time, precious tenths when you're overtaking or moving offline. So just to give yourself a clear run, go back. You can see our timer there for our lap time is still 0, so that's perfectly still within. It's not one of those where the timer starts before and we've got to finish the event in a certain time. This is lap time. It's kind of like a time trial, just 2 laps in a row. So, and it was around here that I started concentrating on braking points and acceleration points. So I'm sliding around a bit because now I'm really trying to find where's the best place to be braking for these corners, especially this one, and accelerating out of it. Because, like I've said before, the top speed in this car, not great. So you've got to be getting to that top speed really quickly as possible. So getting out of the corners and getting good drive and acceleration out of the corners is important in this car. So that's what I was focusing on, kind of just learning that, trying to push the braking points, seeing where should I brake, where exactly, how long on the brakes, when can I come off the brakes, when do I need to get onto the accelerator. And it's more important to, rather than brake late and go deep into the corner, carrying corner speed. Try to say that fast. I don't know why. But rather than trying to carry corner speed, you need to get it slowed down, get it turned, and get back on the accelerator as quickly as possible. It's really, really important in this car. So, in terms of upgrades, I think I was still at the beginning of stage 3. I think I'm still just on the first round of $M upgrades. Judging by the top speed I hit on that straight, yeah, I think so. I don't think I put any of the gold upgrades on. I can tell you, when I put the gold upgrades on, I put the $M upgrades on straight away at the next round, the level 3 upgrades. So by the end of this, everything level 3. By the end of this stage, I'm pretty sure of that. You can see I'm still sliding a bit. Yeah, not the neatest and tidiest of laps, but keeping it within the 145. So, but like I say, learning. Brand new track to the game, brand new car to the game, and yeah, just trying to figure out really how to maximize this car on this track. It was a bit tricky in places. Is that sort of, I think it would be the third corner of the lap was really catching me out a lot. It's one of those weird corners that just caught me out a lot. It was like, it looks like you can go through it a lot faster than what you actually can. So yeah, just figuring all those things out. And this next corner coming up is really important to get early on the accelerator there, get out of that corner, get onto the straight, and get up to top speed as quickly as possible. This is such a long straight. You're looking at the time and you're going, oh no, you've got plenty of time. No, you don't. It's such a long straight. And you can see we're going to cross the line with like a 44 here. Yeah, I only just did it, but there it's done. Yeah, so pretty cool. 43.3. Okay. Our next one. What were we supposed to do here? I've clipped it again. Well, there's probably no damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. Yo. Close. It probably has no damage, which is can get a bit tricky because you can see. Whoa! What are you doing to me there, Jack? Yeah, I was just moving across and to take the racing line, and he just showed up. I was just bashed into him. Okay, so I think you could take damage here. Maybe it was just no off track. I don't quite remember. But yeah, there were a lot of these races where you're in traffic, and I think definitely off track. Whoa, yeah. Is this the 15? There we go. Yes. We've got to finish in 15th place. So, well, the top 15. So, what I was trying to do here is get to 15th place, or 14th will do, and then try and sort of create a gap to the cars in front, and then what I'm trying to do there is overtake and hope that there was a big enough gap behind. But then these guys are coming through, because these cars here, the two cars in front of me now, are like way faster than the ones in front, like this dude here. Just look. You can see they're miles faster. So it's like managing these guys through the slower traffic, trying to nudge them past the slower guys, and yeah, it's just a bit tricky. See, now I'm in 15th, got two slow cars in front of me, two faster cars behind me, there's the third. That's the Rock. The Rock from Belgium. The Rock from Belgium. Well, I know. Is that Van Dam? Van Dam, I think, is from Belgium. Yeah, he is. The Muscles from Brussels. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I suppose he's a better actor than The Rock. Indeed. Yeah. So this was tricky. I mean, these guys, and the thing is, they wouldn't catch and overtake the slower cars in front. They would just fight with them and block the track, and so trying to finish 15th on the dot, I would say is you're gonna struggle to do that. Like, this Porsche is quick, but the guys behind him are quicker, and it's just, I decided my tactic was not working at all, so I decided I'm just gonna go and finish as high up as possible, because these guys are gonna come past me on the straight. On that final back straight and the start-finish straight, they'll get to me before the line. So I just said, no, I'll just go for it. So here I am 12th, and you can see I'm pushing it now, I'm closing in the gap on these guys. Just trying to maybe get a toe here, didn't quite get close enough. But just watch the Rock, and look there, he's gone. It's Gunner. Gunner the Canadian. Every time I see the name Gunner, I think of Dolph Lundgren in The Expendables. So, yeah, and he's catching quickly, so it's like, get a move on. He's going to come flying past us, and then there's another. You see, you end up 14th, and only just because there's another. So yeah, it was a tricky race to sort of gauge where the hell to be. It's just cars flying at each other. So yeah. All right, now we have to stay in the top 15. And we're not allowed to, this is the usual story, you're not allowed to skid. You've got 3 seconds grace, but try not to skid. And your tires are wearing out very quickly for some reason. They're wearing ultra fast. Maybe it's been a long day. It looks kind of like sunsetish kind of time, late afternoon, so maybe we've been on these tires the whole day or something. And that's a great idea, is to don't do that. Yeah, I think that's what I was just checking out to see there, how long of off track do we get? Because sometimes you get 3 seconds of off track as well. So I thought I'd just check that out. So, and also just to see how quickly the tires degrade if you do slide and go off track. So that was just a little test to show you, and also for myself just to see, no, it's serious. Keep it between the white lines, So, luckily we don't have to overtake anybody, but we need to make sure we're not overtaken. So just sort of cruise around. It's kind of like 2 laps. There's a lot of, we're on lap 0 of 1, but this lap 0 is basically a whole lap, just about. So by the time we don't slide. By the time you cross the start-finish line to begin that first lap, we're going to be down on tires to almost probably about 75%, which is where you start losing the grip, and then the no skidding is going to become really difficult. So in this car it's not so bad, but usually about 75% you start sliding a lot. But luckily there's no stipulation of do a lap in a certain time, or catch and overtake a certain amount of cars or anything like that. We just have to stand fast in 15th place. So, and way ahead of the guy behind, whoever it might be. We're way ahead of him because he's not showing up on, I guess the little radar behind us will pop up with his name in the distance. I think to within 150 meters. So he's 150 meters, well, more than 150 meters behind. So, and all I'm really doing here, because the tires and the grip is so low, I'm just sort of moving the braking points back a bit, just to make sure that we got plenty of time to get through the corners. There he popped up, the little icon popped up behind us. We're might be in a bit of trouble. Well, there we go, sliding there. Now we're on 1.2 seconds of sliding. We're using up our grace, but this lap is over. This is just about done. It's just from here, it's slid a little bit there, but not enough to trigger. And through the last corner before the straight. And you can see he's catching us very, very quickly. Spanish Joe, it looks like. Joe from Spain. Joe is a very Spanish name. Maybe it's Jose. He's right behind us here at the last corner. So good thing we had some grace to slide there, and then just block him. Get him to push you, and there you go. Yeah, tight one at the end. He seriously went way quicker than us on the straight there. Okay, finished the first lap in 15th, the second lap in 10th, and the third lap in the top 8. So that is pretty self-explanatory. Just do what it says, get to 15th place on the first lap, and make sure you stay there. It can be tricky again because it's kind of like the race in the first stage where these other cars are all over the show. Look, we're between our Spanish friend Joe and our Belgian friend The Rock. Maybe is that Samoa Joe? No, he's Samoan, not Spanish. Well, mind you, The Rock is also. The Rock is from Hawaii, not Spain. There's Jake the Snake. Is that Serbia or Croatia? One of those, I think. His flag there. But yeah, we're going to get crunched up in traffic here, and yeah, you see there's the prototype cars and they're in amongst the GT3 cars, causing all kinds of chaos. You can see them losing positions and then gaining those positions and then losing them again. And yeah, Sebring can get can become a very narrow, tight track in places like this. And whoops, okay, bye. Sorry about that. You just had to go. So I was just about to say, if you can, what's that? Pit maneuver the guy out the way. That's probably for the best. And I figured I'll do that and hopefully spin them into the traffic behind, buy me some distance to the cars behind me. Because these prototype cars are coming through, and I thought maybe, why are they behind the GT3 cars? What's going on here? This is not this is not how it normally goes. Are these guys lapping us? So then I can let them through. But if they overtook me, it counted for position. So they are genuinely in position. And so here I overtook because I saw the prototypes coming through, and then I had to put maneuver the other one out the way because there were two of them. So I had to take one out to remain 15th, and there you go, across the line 15th. Okay, now we can move up into 10th for this lap. So now we've got to overtake another 5 cars. That's not a problem because they're slow. So you can see here we've got Patrick from France. There's an African boy, and we went past him quite quickly. I didn't catch his name, but anyway, we went through a whole bunch there, and Bob. Hello, Bob. We've got Larry behind us in a very fast BMW. He's pushing us on a bit. So now try and just keep it steady and stay in 10th place. Remember, we can't finish this lap in 11th or 9th. We have to finish this lap in 10th place. So it's not one of those, it's very specific. It's not one of those like, it says on the 3rd lap you can finish in the top 8. So it's not like, oh, you can go and win the race on lap 1. No, you're going to fail. You have to be in 10th place at the end, 15th place at the end of lap 1. 10th place at the end of lap 2. So we have to stay put. And that means we can't overtake Bob in front of us, yeah? We have to... I wonder if that's Bob Holly or Sparky Plug himself. Too much wrestling on the mind. I was watching Backlash this morning. Oh dear. There were better things to do. I should have done them. But yeah, there's Joe coming up behind, and we need to keep him behind. So again, I was trying to take Bob out, and then I ended up having to take Joe out and pushed him in front of the other car that was coming up. And so there we go. I'm just checking again. Okay, now top 8, not 8th place. We can finish 8th, but anywhere in the top 8. So now we don't have to just hold position and defend a position anymore. Now we can just go for it. We can come anywhere 8th or higher. So it's pretty simple to get to 8th. We blew past Bob there, and here's Charlie from Denmark. Is that Denmark or Switzerland? Pretty similar, right? Because the flags are crossed, but one of those. Anyway, goodbye, Charlie. We passed Charlie, a bit off track, and Charlie's coming back at us. But anyway, okay. And now it's just go. We don't have to worry about staying in 8th place, so that's all right. Now at least there's no pressure from behind. Even if Bobby and Charlie and whoever else let those faster prototype cars come through, that's fine. We're moving forward. We're catching up to Barry. That flag I'm not too sure about. But yeah, we're catching up to him. We don't mind too much. And immediately I see the Canadian flag of Gunnar, our Canadian buddy, and he is in one of those prototype cars, and he is super fast, and he is the bane of your existence in stage 5. So to see him low down here in 9th place in this stage is a bit, wow. Why is he so low down? He's usually leading the race by stage 5. But anyway, yeah, like I say, the order was a bit jumbled up. Anyways, we got through it, and there is, stage 3 complete. And yeah, pretty good one, not too difficult. And there's some rewards for us. Gold again, nice. And stay tuned for stage 4. And until then, I'll see you then in the next one, and have a good time all the time. Cheers.